Imagine walking into a restaurant where the flames of a wood-fired hearth dance behind the kitchen, where every plate tells the story of heritage, resilience, and bold flavors unlike anything else in the country. Now imagine that place isn't in New York or Los Angeles, but right in the heart of Portland, Oregon. This week, one of Portland's own was lifted onto the global stage, named among the very best places to eat in all of North America. We're talking about Kann, the Haitian-inspired restaurant led by Chef Gregory Gourdet. And trust me, this is not just another restaurant ranking. It's a moment that puts Portland firmly on the international dining map. At the inaugural World's 50 Best North America ceremony in Las Vegas, Kann didn't just show up. It claimed the number 27 spot. That's right, 27th best restaurant across the United States, Canada, and the Caribbean. And if you followed Gourdet's journey, you know this recognition is about more than food. It's about culture, representation, and relentless passion. Picture the scene in Las Vegas, a glamorous hall inside the Wynn, filled with some of the most influential chefs and restaurateurs in the world. On stage and in the crowd, you see the red scarves, symbols given only to those whose restaurants made the list. And there, among the culinary giants, was Gregory Gourdet, proudly wearing his. Alongside him, Kann's co-owner Tia Vanich, and none other than Eric Riepert of New York's legendary Le Bernardin. For Gourdet, this wasn't just a random night of glitz. It was the payoff of years of grinding, innovating, and staying true to his vision. He later shared that he wasn't nervous in the way he might be at the James Beard Awards, where the outcome is uncertain until the envelope opens. This time, he knew Kann had earned a spot. The excitement was more about celebrating, about being present in that moment of recognition, and about representing Portland on a stage dominated by cities like New York, Los Angeles, and Chicago. What makes this so special is that Kann isn't just another trendy spot. Since opening its doors, it's been a magnet for awards and glowing reviews. Think about it. Esquire magazine called it the #1 new restaurant in the country not long after it opened. Local critics crowned it Portland's Restaurant of the Year in 2022. And then came the ultimate nod, the James Beard Award for America's Best New Restaurant. That kind of streak doesn't happen by accident. It happens when a chef creates something that feels entirely new, but also deeply personal. Gourdet's Haitian heritage is woven into every dish. The wood-fired cooking style, the bold spices, the warmth of hospitality. It all comes together to tell a story that Portland diners, and now the entire continent, can't stop talking about. This latest honor doesn't just confirm Kann's place in the food world. It reinforces the idea that Portland is a serious culinary destination. And the accolades just keep piling up. Earlier this summer, Kann topped the Oregonian's Guide to the best restaurants in Portland. Then, just weeks ago, it landed in the #4 spot on Ressy's list of American restaurants that define dining in 2025. Not to mention, Eater named it one of the most influential restaurants of the past 2 decades. Think about that for a second. Decades. For a restaurant that only opened a few years ago, that kind of recognition is almost unheard of. It's proof that Kann is not only shaping how we eat right now, but also how we'll think about dining for years to come. What Gourdet and his team are building isn't just about food. It's about culture, community, and rewriting the idea of what fine dining can look like in America. And if you've ever been there, you know it's not just a meal. It's an experience, one that feels rooted in history, but also fresh and modern. To really understand the weight of this moment, you have to know a little about the world's 50 best organization itself. Back in 2002, a British magazine called Restaurant published the very first list, and it quickly grew into one of the most prestigious and sometimes controversial rankings in the culinary world. Today, it's not just a list, it's a global event. Picture glamorous gala ceremonies from London to Tokyo to Lima, celebrating chefs who push boundaries and shape the way we think about food. Over the years, the group expanded to cover not just the world, but also regions like Asia, Latin America, and the Middle East. And now, for the very first time, they've created a North America-specific list. For a debut ranking, to see Kann come in at number 27 is no small feat. It means Portland is standing shoulder to shoulder. What's fascinating about the world's 50 best process is how different it is from something like the Michelin Guide. There are no rigid rules, no checklist for what makes a restaurant the best. Instead, voters, who include critics, chefs, restaurateurs, and seasoned travelers, are simply asked to choose their top dining experiences in the region. It's subjective, but that's what makes it powerful. It's about the memory of the meal, the impact of the flavors, the service, the atmosphere, all the little details that leave you talking about it weeks later. For Kann, that means people aren't just noticing the food, they're remembering how it made them feel. The smoky notes from the wood fire, the bold Haitian spices, the warmth of the team, it all lingers. And when you hear that only 5 American restaurants made it onto the global list earlier this year, you realize how rare this honor truly is. And there's another layer to this. Alongside the celebration, the world's 50 best has a tradition that makes the rankings even more intriguing. Since 2019, whenever a restaurant hits the #1 global spot, it's retired from future lists, almost like being inducted into a culinary hall of fame. Think about names like El Bulli in Spain, the Fat Duck in England, or Noma in Denmark, places that redefined dining as we know it. That means the rankings are always evolving, always making space for new stories and new voices. For North America, that stage is wide open. With chefs from New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, Charleston, and now Portland, all in the spotlight, it creates a more diverse, exciting picture of what fine dining means here. And Kann, with its unapologetic Haitian roots and Portland heart, feels like exactly the kind of restaurant that belongs in this new era. So what does all of this mean for you, the diner? It means that if you ever find yourself in Portland, Kann isn't just a recommendation, it's a pilgrimage. It's the kind of restaurant where every bite tells a story of culture, resilience, and creativity, where Chef Gregory Gourdet and his team are proving that world-class dining can be rooted in personal history as much as in technique. For Portland, it's validation that the city is more than food carts and coffee shops. It's a culinary powerhouse with something unique to say. And for the broader dining scene, it's a reminder that the best isn't defined by a French-tasting menu or a white tablecloth. Sometimes it's fire, spice, and soul, served in a way that stays with you long after the meal ends. Kann, at number 27, is a win for Portland, for Haitian cuisine. And for every diner who believes food can tell a bigger story than just what's on the plate.